Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Adam's Legacy. My name is Katrina. If I just want to apologize if there is any weird background noise today. My neighbor is actually having a garage sale, so that wasn't something I was expecting. But here we are with Strawberry, who I am trying to decide what to do with. He is, he's got some issues. He's having a hard time seeing, so I'm thinking he's going to just very slowly make his way over here. He needs someone to kind of help guide him. And I'm wondering if our little sandpiper here, kind of munching away on his berries and things, would kind of see our Strawberry, and maybe he could be kind enough to light the way for us. I'm sure he would be very curious about this super bright colored nicheling. His family is very dull in contrast. Very well suited for the swampy areas. But here we go. We have Duke and we have Griffin here, who in the last... No! I thought it was clicked. Okay. Well, even more reason to go over and see this part of the tribe. But we have Duke and Griffin, who have made a very interesting bond together. They're following the scent of Duke's half-brother, and I think that I'm going to tear down these thorns, more for story purpose, because Duke is in search of his mother's bluebird feathers. She passed away over here after being attacked by a rogue male and having another child with him. And we have Thorn here who... Okay, we have a leech, we'll come back to that. We have Thorn here who actually was feeling really lonely in his early childhood. He didn't have anyone that looked like him, and he kind of got the vibe that, nobody really wanted him around. He was the child of a rogue male, and even though his mother was the bluebird leader, he's never felt like he belonged until he found, this band of brothers over here. Kuta is the father of basically all of our little bird beak and purse-snouted babies. And Kuta, he's kind of a quirky thing. I think he just thinks, oh, I guess I have another son now. Unexpected, but, totally fine. Are there roots for him to dig up? I really, really want him to, have some roots. Because I want to be able to use his bird beak. Alright, I guess not. But we'll keep moving forward. And I think Nekota would... Oh, okay. Follow in his father's footsteps and clear the way. And Mudspots is... I don't want to say the sharpest tool in the shed, but I think that he would follow these two as well. He's kind of lost sight of Sandpiper, and Griffin has long been gone. So this will actually be a nice reunion, and I'm wondering if Griffin is also excited to think that maybe he would run into his family over here as well. I don't think he was there when his mother passed away, so that's another thing that we'll revisit, and maybe he'll have time to kind of mourn her there. Mourn her there. Okay, so Little Shadow. I like the idea of him just kind of copying everything that Little Dove and Little Bubble do. Little Dove is kind of slowly moving this way, and I think Little Shadow would follow. Oh, hey, there's a bunny. And we have Little Claw over here. And yes. So, yep, I really want them to explore the area that way. So we have... Okay. We have some possibilities over there. Who are we forgetting? Oh yes, that's right. I have my two ladies in the water. Oh no, and Mira has actually gotten a leech. So I think that would be time to move up out of the water. And I think that Little Bubble would pick that leech off of her mother. And it kind of shows her the dangers of the water as well. It was all fun and games when she was a lot younger, but there's plenty to be afraid of here. That piranha is something to contend with. All right. And so over here we have Kenga and we have Sire. And Kenga has been working for a very long time to try to woo Sire. She has kind of been stringing him along. They've just been munching on these berries together. And I think that in the next few turns that Sire might pull her walls down. She is a stranger in these lands, but she doesn't mind the advantageous position that she's in with all these berry bushes. She's got everything that she needs. She's got a protector. He is most certainly willing to do anything and everything for her, it seems. But maybe she'll play hard to get for a little bit longer. Alright. And finally, we have Ursula, who we are going to put her nest down this turn. It is time for her and her beloved to have a baby, many children. And let's have Crest pick up the area. I think he would want to be able to see all the way around. He's got this side covered, but he definitely needs to watch over here because who knows when a Verina or a rogue male or whatever is going to pass their way. Yeah. Is there anybody else? Nope. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and watch Ursula's baby. Our little Verina cub is finally having her own brood of children. Here we go. Oh my goodness. What? That's unexpected. Okay. Oh gosh, another leech. Okay. We'll come back to that. Ursula, well, I mean, I guess we passed on the home island immunity. That's totally fine. Oh, he's so cute. And I don't know if I want them to have another baby. I kind of like this. Our little family here, Vink here. You can kind of hear Lipton pitter-pattering in the background. Let's see. So he has gray fur, black eyes. He has a mask? Wait a second. Oh. It's completely gray. What? I haven't seen that before. Well, I mean, I guess it's not completely gray, but no, it is completely gray. So he's got black pattern and white pattern for his mask, and he's got black fur and white fur for his base color. Oh, that's really funny. He's kind of like an illusion. That's really funny. And he's got purse snout, which is good because we need more purse snouts. We'll come back to naming him after a little bit. Maybe we'll see what his personality is like. And you guys, if you could just continue to gather. I think maybe Sire is getting a little annoyed with Kenga because because he's been so persistent, that maybe Kanga will see if he can prove himself to her somehow. Maybe he thinks that that will win her affections. Yeah, because she seems pretty okay just kind of staying there. Okay, and Strawberry is, I'm very sure, glad to see another living creature. And we'll bring him over here so he can snack on that berry bush. And Sandpiper is just kind of like, okay, this is fine. This seems like an interesting alliance. He's just gonna go back to, no. Alright, Lipton. Thank you. He's just gonna go back to, picking from this little berry bush over here. And I think Griffin, who has actually been through this land over here before with his mother and his other brothers, I think would be so excited he would kind of come over this way and pick his way delicately through the thorns to visit with his other brother to see what other kinds of news there is to share. And then Duke, I don't think is as delicate. I think with his big body and his Berryina claws and his anger would tear this down, and he would pull Griffin over this way and say, we have work to do. We have to find this other nicheling that has taken my mother's bluebird feathers, and we need to bring him under, I don't know, under arrest? Do they have like a police system like that in Niche? I'm not really sure. But yeah, let's have Duke come over this way. He's definitely following the scent. Thorn has definitely been in this area, and even though Griffin was able to chat very briefly with Sandpiper, who doesn't really have very much news to share, I think he would follow, Duke over here, and I think Duke would order him to scout ahead. Maybe we'll come back to that. Let's have them rest for a little bit. And we have mud spots over here. I'm just gonna have just kind of diligently clean the area. And Kuta, I think Kuta would be very happy to see his son. So he would clear that and kind of stop and chat with his son. I mean, this is a really big family reunion. He has so many brothers that he didn't know about, or at least two, because he was definitely not there when his mother passed. And even though Duke has a pact with, even though Griffin has a pact with Duke to find this other nicheling, he would still very much be concerned with his father and how he was doing after his mother passed away. Nekota, did they meet before Griffin went over to help with Duke? I'm not sure, but I think Nekota would see this stranger, this creature, with malice and hate in his heart for his adopted brother Thorn, and would quietly tell Thorn, you need to run. You need to get out of here before Duke catches up to you. So let's go ahead and have Duke Vankier kind of light up the way. Thorn is definitely grateful for his little brother, and let's see if he can kind of hack his way through here. Whew. Alright. Anybody else on this side of the island? We had a leech on someone. Let's take care of that. More leeches, huh? Yep, it's definitely time to get out of the water. Okay, Mara, why don't you come up over here on this side of the shore? And Little Bubble, why don't you do the same? So let's pick that up. And let's have you clear that. guys can kind of stumble over here and help Sierra with her berry bushes. Perfect. All right, so we have our little trio over here left, and we have Little Claw who will pick this up. And actually, I forgot that Little Dove had the water body, so he can climb that way. But let's have him collect from this poisonberry bush and this berry bush. And Little Shadow, let's have you clear some grass so that way... Nope, don't breed. Clear some grass so that way we can see a little bit better. And Little Claw might be persuaded to explore a little bit further. Maybe getting a little closer to Thorn. So, you know. Whew. Interesting turn of events. Okay. Who should we focus in on? Let's see here. Ooh. That's another combination I didn't think of. Okay. Who should we focus on? Let's focus in on Ursula's family over here. She seems to be kind of living in a utopia all by herself. But I want her to be able to pass on the stories to Vankir of Adam and his line and all of the struggles that the family has been through. So, yep, here we go. And she's kind of like a little war mother. Oh, I like that. She defeated a Beryena. I mean, she was born from the Beryena line. I really, really enjoy that. Okay, here we go. Oh, sounds like a little crab died. Okay, and Vankir, let's have you step out of the nest. And let's have Crest pick up some fruit. And Ursula, let's have you clear the area. I want to try to make... Oh, you're passing away soon. No. I want her to have another baby just because I'm a glutton for like punishment. Our numbers are rising pretty quickly, but that's okay. We'll wait a little bit longer. I think she'll enjoy just kind of relaxing here after her pretty eventful life. She killed a Beryena, she's been exploring the area, and now she's built this lovely family. Okay. So we have the two ladies here, Mira and Little Bubble. And I think they would just gladly pick up these berries. I mean, they don't have any reason to be afraid. I mean, this nicheling seems to be pretty peaceful. She's got way more berries than she can handle by herself. Yeah. So let's have Kanga come this way. His vision is kind of being blocked by the thorns anyway. And, oh, look, he found more berries. Let's have him pick from there. I kind of find it funny that Sire, who's kind of been like a little princess this whole time, would see these two and recognize the snout that Kanga had and definitely peg them as related, even, you know, distantly. But I think she would be a little freaked out that they showed up out of nowhere. So maybe she can kind of rethink her position in this tribe instead of just being lazy and staying there. So let's have Little Dove gather more berries. Let's have Little Shadow gather more berries. Yep. And let's have Thorn kind of lead the way. I think he would reveal the grass and be very startled that there was another nicheling here. And I think that he would find her oh so beautiful. She has the home island immunity, and she is, I mean, she's got that poison fang just like his mother did, and I'm sure he remembers. And Little Claw might not remember him from when he was so small, but I'm sure that a different face than her brother's would certainly intrigue her. She's kind of been hanging around them, and she's kind of been one of the guys, but you know, can't really forget that she's also a female that might one day be able to have her own family. Okay, so here we have Kuta with all of his children, basically. And Kuta, I think Kuta would kind of say, "Welcome back, son. I've been pretty okay without your mother. It hasn't been lonely. I've had all your brothers to accompany me, but I'm glad that you made a friend and you're living your life." But I think that Kuta, even though he says that, would still be a little sad in his heart, and I think he would try to just kind of hide it by coming over this way and clearing some more of the grass so we can see. Okay, sorry about that. Lipton just, you know, barking very loudly at the neighbors. Okay, so we have Mudspots over here, who's just kind of putzing around, minding his own business. I think he would nab this heap of meat. And I think that Nekota would see that both of these young males were very injured. So he would probably call them to his side and say, I mean, kind of even as a distraction too. He would probably say, "Come here, let me heal you, stay and rest for a while." I don't really know if the purring stacks, but I'm just going to go ahead and purr multiple times anyway. And there is a root over here, and I think Griffin would be more than happy to dig that up. But he would also sense that Nekota, who was named after his mother, is possibly trying to hide something. And maybe they won't leave this turn, but yeah, definitely trying to hide something. The scent of Thorn is still pretty strong in that area. And we have Strawberry over here, who is kind of trying to get rid of his jealousy. And Sandpiper is very mellow, very relaxed. He doesn't have really anything to do with any of the conflicts going around here or there. And maybe Strawberry can find some peace in that. Okay. I guess I'll cut the episode here. I'm super excited as... Okay, no, we brought them out of the water. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. So in the next episode, we'll come back and we'll see what happens with Duke and his quest for vengeance, his quest to retrieve the bluebird feathers, and maybe we can see if there would possibly be a little romance between Little Claw and Thorn. That would be something very interesting to explore. Alright. Bye!